Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob, and today we're diving into a topic that trips a lot of people up, especially those of us who are wired to love deeply, to forgive quickly, and to offer second chances. Because there comes a moment when love asks more of us than just softness. It asks for strength. It asks us to hold space not only for grace, but for accountability too. So what does that mean? Well, let's start with this simple truth. Grace without accountability can become enabling, and accountability without grace can become cruelty. But when you hold both together, when grace and accountability meet, that's where real healing begins. A lot of us were taught that to be loving means to let things go, to forgive and forget, to be patient, to be endlessly understanding. And yes, grace is powerful. It's sacred. It can change a person's life. But grace isn't meant to erase reality. It's meant to hold it gently while still telling the truth. Let's get real for a minute. You can forgive someone and still say, "What you did hurt me, and I'm not going to pretend it didn't." You can love someone and still set a boundary. You can show grace and still say, "This behavior has consequences." That's not unloving. That's responsible love. That's love with a backbone. Because love that only gives, only bends, only absorbs will eventually collapse under the weight of its own silence. We're not meant to be doormats for other people's wounds. We're meant to be mirrors, reflecting truth back with clarity, but holding that truth with open hands, not clenched fists. Think of someone in your life who's made mistakes, maybe big ones, maybe ones that hurt you. You've forgiven them, or maybe you're trying to. But deep down, there's this tension. If I let this go, will they ever take responsibility? If I keep the peace, am I betraying myself? Those questions matter, guys, because love should never require self-abandonment, and forgiveness should never mean pretending something didn't happen. So how do you hold grace and accountability at the same time? Let me offer 3 simple shifts in posture. Grace says, "I see your humanity." Accountability says, "And I still expect you to act with integrity." You can acknowledge someone's pain or trauma without excusing harmful behavior. Grace says, "You're more than your worst moment." Accountability says, "And your actions still have consequences." You can walk with someone in their growth without removing every bump in the road. Grace opens the door. Accountability make sure the house is safe before they come in. You don't have to throw people out, but you do get to decide the terms of re-entry. This isn't just about relationships with others. It's also about your relationship with yourself. Because sometimes the hardest person to hold accountable is you. We either shame ourselves endlessly or we avoid the mirror completely. It happens a lot, and you know that. You've seen it. But grace and accountability say, you are worthy, you are growing, and you need to take responsibility. Not because you're bad, but because you matter. That's what inner maturity looks like. Here's what it comes down to. Grace invites love to continue. Accountability ensures it continues in a healthy way. Without grace, we become cold. Without accountability, we become lost. But together, they shape love. That doesn't just feel good. It does good. I'll leave you with this, guys. It is entirely possible to forgive someone without removing all boundaries. To offer grace while still expecting change. To stay soft and still stand firm. You don't have to choose between being kind and being clear. Love makes room for both. And when you walk that line, when grace meets accountability, you create the kind of love that lasts. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening today. I'll see you next time. And until then, may your love be soft enough to heal and strong enough to hold the truth. I love you guys very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do. Go out and pass that on. Later, Gators. Bye.